bad here. What's up, buddies? This is gonna probably be my most riveting video ever. And I hope I stay calm and stuff. And I need it to be calm. Because anyhow, so I'm gonna send this video right here to a psychiatrist named Philip Zimbardo. I sold him and his wife, I had the pleasure and luxury of helping him and his wife buy a Honda Civic Hybrid. And Vahid, the sales finance manager, he put them together on this navigation on top of the dash thing, and it was a pain in the butt after, actually, but whatever. But the guy gave me his business card, autographed business card. I didn't know who he was. I'm just sitting there helping the people. I could have put them together, actually, because they were all excited to hear about the low interest rate. I could have marked the price up once they found out about the low interest rate and decided to pay, finance it. You know what I mean? I could have been kinky. That's what car salespeople do. See, but I don't care about that. I care about the business. Anyhow, so David Flores tells me, he goes, "Hey, dude, do you know who that is?" And I go, "No, why?" Go, "Yeah, it's like some or whatever." He goes, "Dude, that's like the Tom Brady of psychiatry." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, this dude's famous." I go, "No way." He goes, "Yeah." And you know who else I sold a car to? Because I have a list of my customers. Seth Godin. I can't believe it. I sold a car to fucking Seth Godin. I didn't know who he was at the time. San Francisco Honda. I got to get my ass back there. And I'll just absorb and on the boss's whatchamacallit. And I guess, I don't know. But if I have to go back to working for somebody else, besides this little construction job I got going right now, and to a sales job, I would love to be there. Because famous people and all this stuff do still go buy little Honda cars, because really wealthy people, they don't want people to know they have money. That's the ghetto fabulous people. They want everybody to know they have money in the bling. See, that's the Zen, the art of Zen. When you have it, you already know it. You ain't gotta worry about, "Hey everybody, let me show it." Like you find beesies in your spandex. Oh, hey, I posted a great picture with some swirls and stuff on it earlier from spandex pants. All you girls should get those pants. They're by Teal Swan. They are badass. You could really advance mankind, because everybody would be like, get into spirituality. Which, listen, I don't want anybody to be into spirituality, but you better stop believing in the Bible then too. If you don't want to like spirituality, then don't say, "Oh God." Take the cross off your neck. Don't say it at Thanksgiving. Don't do this whole ritual you do. I don't even do that shit. And I am the most Christ-preaching mofo that I know. Okay? But because I learned that Christ is the Christos. The Greek called it the Christos. Jesus is a symbol. He's like Buddha. Okay? I'm sorry to break it to you guys. I'm sorry to break it to you. The Gnostics say that Mary took Jesus off the cross, so he never actually died on the cross. And look at Peter. I brought this up the other day and I didn't catch the point. But Peter, he buried himself upside down in the cross because he felt that he deserved to be like Jesus. Well, now today, if you see somebody with an upside down cross, you're like, "Oh, you're the Luciferians." And what are Luciferians doing? Luciferians are just kind of mocking Christianity's ignorance, because you guys are all doing paganistic rituals anyways and you act like it ain't. I could prove it to you. I could prove it. I could prove it. I could prove all your faiths and prove it to you. Like, actually, not that many people actually believe that Jesus is the whole thing. I think we're the ones just pushing that on people through our democracy, peacekeeping around the world. It's really awesome. Living in America. As long as we keep getting hyped up on Rocky videos and stuff like that. See, that's the thing I'm saying. If there was societal breakdown like I believe there is going to be, if universal basic income doesn't become a normal thing, like everybody's getting a little check right now, and we're going to go into a transition. Believe me, Andrew Yang's probably talking to the government right now so much because they are so ignorant with their heads up their ass, because most of the politicians are lawyers, actually. Most of them are lawyers. Ron Paul from the Liberty Report on YouTube, he's a libertarian. And that guy, the black conservative patriot, wait, how do those two words even go together? Black and conservative? No, Marcus. Every black person across America must be a liberal, because we're Democrats, and the Democrats care most about black people. Until you go to Arizona. And in Arizona, they think the Democrats are the reason for all their problems. It's really funny. So anyhow, guys, my friends that are watching now, I just loaded a Twitter account, and that's where all the really smart people go. And but there's a lot of trolls on there, a super ton of trolls. And I might have to change the email because I don't want to see all that spam in my email. But if you guys look at the picture, Mr. Zimbardo, what he said, he's looking to root out what the source of evil. That's what he has on his fucking description, and I have on my description, my life purpose is to stomp out ignorance. Oh, but then I did put my secret society on there, the Enochian Atlantic Guards. Ooh, that's fucking saucy, isn't it? Oh, it's my little squad, my crew, you know, biokeeper team. I try to bring everybody up in here. It's open, it's open. It's a revolving door. We're just going to be broadcasting with the speaker outside. Hey, here's the facts. Here's the facts about Adam and Eve. Here's the facts about this. Each hour it's going to rotate to a new religion, and we can just educate the entire community upon everybody's religion, and they can see the correlations amongst themselves. And be like, wow, this is amazing. You have feelings too. Oh, your poor little child was digging in a mine to get cobalt for the battery that's in my phone? Wow, I didn't know that. I'm so sorry. What? 2/3 of the planet doesn't have electricity or running water? No way. What do you think of my Gucci purse? It's $6,000. Very sexy I am. It's got all these improvements. Like, my mom used to make this joke about Chinese people. She's like, open your fucking eye. You know, this shit's hella funny. But yeah, open your fucking eye. Shit, guys. We got our heads so crapped out. I was taking a whiz earlier today, and I'm sitting there thinking, I was in the bathroom actually, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, you know, if people just realized how much they really punch themselves in the face throughout the day. Like how, you know what? First thing in the morning, I bet a lot of my friends tie their shoes together and then walk and trip. Now you guys might not understand what I mean by that, but the little self-talk that we do, like when you say, oh, I'm dumb, or I'm stupid. Because what man thinketh, or whatever, if you want to listen to that, or what man thinks is whatever, that what you think is what you are. I mean, you know, oh, Einstein said this, and I know, so did Charlie Chaplin. Beyonce said it too, you know, everybody. Anyhow, so, what man thinketh, or whatever, like, you are what you think you are. So why would you say that to yourself, the self-talk? The self-talk is like, I forget, it's like 70% stronger than, or something, I forget the statistic, but it's like, let's say you, like, Marcus is crazy, okay? Now that might just register something in my head, but if I walk away and say, damn, I'm crazy, well, now that registers really harder in my head. Okay? Now you get it? Now look, I just lived with somebody crazy in Louisiana, okay? And, well, I did go crazy in 2000. I snapped. But what happened was, now I was sitting there thinking about it. Like, look, guys, when I was 17 years old, I did this mental rehearsal thing. And it was a whole meditation thing where the dude said, lay down in the bed and pretend you're in Hawaii and you just feel the warmth all over your body and your muscles are all relaxed and whatever. And he said, imagine you're a helicopter and you're spinning your arms round and round and round and round. So you feel this visualization inside. And anyhow, so like, here's another story. Like, say your child has a swim meet, okay, and they really have a race. So you do this little exercise. You pretend the child and make it think that they have like a horse on their back, and they're like doing okay. They're still keeping up with the pack, and they got a horse on their back and squeezing their fists, and you got to feel it. You know what I mean? After you take these deep breaths and you get your body in harmony, get all the crap out of your head. Just you take 9 deep. They say 6 deep breaths, and you change your like whatever you was thinking before. I say go 9 deep breaths. 9 deep breaths, like hold them in for 6 seconds and exhale for 9 seconds. Hold it in for 6 seconds and exhale for 9 seconds. When you exhale longer than the inhale, so you get all the toxic negative energy out of you. All of it. But you gotta sit up straight too. I got bad posture, man. I sit there, I got a line across my stomach just because I that. You know what I mean? Like there's a strap I saw online you put on your shoulder, it makes you go like that. Anyhow, so my point being in all this, I'm telling you about why I snap. So for like 45 minutes a day, from the 2 women in my life that I love the very most, I was just sitting there like a whipped dog. Okay. Well, eventually, after a month's time, you start fucking like breaking down and losing confidence and not thinking about yourself. So your men, and when your wife's just sitting there bitching at yourself, if you let it, you better let it go in one ear and out the other. Otherwise, you are consuming that negative energy. And people tend to lather you in their energy. Sorry, see my octaves, my diaphragm's working now. But that's what I'm saying. People tend to lather you in their energy when really, just give me the facts. Don't build the clock. Just tell me what time it is, right? But listen to this. Even every broken clock is right twice a day. So, you know what I mean? Most people's walking around like an ostrich. I can't wait for Mr. Zimbardo to see this video. It made it really specifically for him and my friends. But I've been wanting to approach this guy for a long time, and I don't even know what to ask him. I'm also asking Ira Fruitman, my old boss, who's an old Jewish guy. I mean, not old, but he's Jewish. We look eye to eye, you know what I mean? Like, we've been around a little up and downs. My guy's been my boss. I've worked for him a couple times and stuff, but like, kind of like a father mentor to me, you know what I mean? And I texted him in the middle of the night the other day, and he said, what do you want? Like, I like, really, I just want to fucking ask some core questions what people believe in their heart, so I could see if it still aligns with mine. That's all. But it's very important to me. But I could break down all of society within fucking a half hour. I swear to God, Jesus Christ. Everybody. I swear to God, I could break down society within a fucking half hour. I can tell you all of the everything, how everything's fucked up and everything is milked. We're milked from everything. Marketing is hustling us left and right. Lots of these people's online groups or the social media groups and training you, that's really training you to be their pawns. They just want to be the Oz behind the fucking rope. Now I know I asked my friends to help me do stuff, but you're actually a partner in my thing. And look, if all the deeds are diluted that need to be done, I mean diluted amongst all the people, you could kick me out. It's not like, oh, where am I going to go? Hire a bunch of Chinese all of a sudden? Really, if anything, I'm going to Africa. And I got the little pipe dream to kick all the other countries out. I told Komet, maybe he could be president. You never know. If he takes his profits and stuff and starts a foundation and all this stuff, it just takes an idea and momentum, and people do what they want to do. You know what I mean? So anyhow, they told me I was bipolar in the hospital, so I went in twice. The first time, I got to tell you, see, I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like my aunt and uncle, like they get up at 4. I actually, right now, I go to bed at like around 7, 8, 9, 10. I smoke weed all day, so I'm like burnt out. You know what I mean? I wake up around 1 and 2. And that's the magic hour, man. That's when it's the best time to write. That's the best time to create. That's the best time to think. Go out and look at the moon, the stars, the magic that's in the air, the ether, the vril, prana, chi, depending on what country you're from or your belief and path and life and all that stuff. Okay, also my thing, what I have come to find. Truly, man, truly, the woman is the essence, the key. Men only produce sperm. That's all we do, crap and pee. Hey, that rhymed. The women produce, well, they bleed. But in ancient times, that's what the damn yarmulke's for. Literally, that yarmulke is a symbol for a female skull. They drink it like a chalice. Moon blood, they call it. The woman's menstrual blood. That's what the yarmulke is for, symbolizes. But that's only the esoteric knowledge, not the knowledge in the mainstream. So half these Jewish people walking around there driving Ford Mustangs, pumping Exxon and Chevron gas up in there, hey baby, have no fucking knowledge about their own thing. You know what I'm saying? You know that prayer that we do, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, whatever. That thing is actually geometry. It triggers things in your body, your heart, your spear. Like, look, if you want to read up on the Kundalini and you go easily find some hate stuff on the Kundalini too. You know why? Why the Kundalini's bags? My aunt just told me, she goes, oh, I read some stuff about the Kundalini thing too. I'm like, well, that's only because people have energy trapped in there that they ain't releasing. Because what happens when your Kundalini's activated, yeah, you feel a little electricity in your body. Woo! You already supposed to have electricity going in your body. We're 70% water. Our brain's electricity. The heart's a magnet. Well, the brain's a fucking antenna, to be honest. Well, the third eye is the antenna, I guess. Once it's all not diluted with whatchamacallit. Y'all got to get yourself a $300 home water filter. I mean the one that hooks up to the house with the shower water and everything. So you don't be taking in the chlorine no more or none of that stuff. Go to the caveman diet. Limit your meat intake a little bit. Look, who the fuck am I? Don't listen to me. I ain't some guru. My head's just ain't cluttered with BS, and I just consume so much data. But really, it just matters what's... So I got a bunch of BS in there. But, so I had to weed through it myself, you know what I'm saying? And just see what happens and comes out of it. That's all. But that's just... I'm talking YouTube. I use like 70 gigs a month on YouTube. Really, I got 2 phones. And I just don't want to wait for like a little charger hooked up to my phone. That's why I have another phone if one breaks down. You know what I'm saying? And then now look, I get to watch a YouTube video on one, and I can start a live video on the other one watching it, so I don't have to worry about, because it's illegal to download a fucking YouTube video or some shit. You know what I mean? Life has all these kinks, and on Netflix you can't take screenshots. That sucks. So most of my great photos is from YouTube. Anyhow, so what happened? At the mental hospital, it was the 3rd floor of San Mateo County General Hospital. So my aunt took me to First, I had to do this test. She started making me do these online tests. Oh, for your mom, what color do you pick? Your best friend, what color do you pick out of the rainbow? Like, I'm supposed to pick a color and stuff and whatever, you know? So what happens when you are under pressure? Let's see, here's exactly what happened, though. I was going to school at the same time, taking the photography, drawing, small business, and a Microsoft computer class. So I was excited and inspired internally. So my brain was like, woo, like activated. New little neurons going on up in here, because what's in my heart's passion is like learning about right now. Okay, so that's what was happening. And but then I'd go home and get ba 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 ba. But then my girlfriend showed up. Ba 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 ba. But why were they arguing at me? Because it was just financial worries. Because I was selling cars before that at Menlo Honda in Redwood City, but George Bush got elected and nobody fucking came in for a while. So it really sucked. I was like going with her wearing a suit, and I'm a producer, okay? We got energy. Salespeople have energy. We have sales. It's called sexual energy. It's transmuted, though, into being whatchamacallit, and we could get very precise and do very well if we get focused on what we want to do. That's all. That's all, okay? All salespeople, when they get focused and put the right information in their head and leave the bad information on the curb, like they say, lots of you can work miracles, brothers and sisters, okay? Because I believe at San Francisco Honda in my heyday, which was 2008, which is an eternity ago. And I know Grant Cardone and all these other fucks, greedy, lusty fucks, money-thirsty fucks, salivating at the mouth. Those guys will tell you past, whatever, doesn't, future, whatever. Yeah, well, they could go fuck themselves. The BioKeeper's my product, okay? My idea. Komet's building it, and my team's helping me build it, and we're putting together a writing guild. We're making the app is coming out in a week, where you guys can literally load the app and become a beta tester. I'm hoping to have it like 1,000 downloads, so I could use your help. 1,000 downloads on this freaking app, which we're just beta testing. The only reason I want 1,000 downloads, I want to buy Pauline's birthday. Pauline, the girlfriend, the girl's eyes on my damn thing, because she was the first person I ever saw shoot YouTube videos that I knew as a person. I was like, you're really amazing. And I thought she's really beautiful and fine. So I'm just saying, everything builds upon the story, right? My parents died. They had 6 months to talk. They could have chatted all day in a BioKeeper. Well, son, me and your mom met here. Yeah, we used to screw in this car here. And there was this color, and this is my favorite color. Here was my favorite song. All this stuff and jazz, you know what I mean? It could be saved. Facebook ain't doing that. I know Google's tracking all their stuff and sending you nice videos, and you could pay for the cloud. I know Google's almost free. But what about your grandkids and your grandmother? Are they going to remember your password and pay the cloud fee money all that time? You know what I'm saying? So Komet right now is talking to Michael about blockchain, because we're doing many things. There's going to be separate products, okay? One is going to have to be trackable for the NSA because they want to, and the NSA and the FBI. FBI got bugged. They bugged bus stops in San Francisco. Okay? It's a proven fact. I know, they must have been trying to bust some one drug dealer. That's what some politically correct a-hole online wanted to tell me. You know what I mean? I'm like, who gives a fuck, bro? The FBI bugged them. All they gotta do is say they're getting another drug dealer. Oh, there happens to be another drug dealer. Oh, whatever. You think they're bugging the fucking bus stop, dude? You think they care? Our phones are already watching us and all the time, or the microphone. I mean, I can tell you all about Facebook. I mean, I can send you a video about the guy that helped Facebook grow. He said Facebook's programming you. Like, you could use your phone for entertainment, porn, only every 7 days, guys. Every 7 days. God rested on the 7th day. No, but health-wise, it's supposed to be like the sperm is supposed to, like, any more than that, you're just depleting yourself. Seriously. Meditate with the woman. Meditate inside of her. Put it inside of her, and you guys just stare at each other's eyes. Just stare at each other's eyes, and you're going to be so freaking aroused, and your bodies are going to be vibrating, and your light bodies inside of each other, your Kundalini is going to be activating, or you won't even know what it is. You're like, I just feel crazy right now. And you just keep gazing into each other's eyes and gazing into each other's eyes. Alan Watt made a story, shot a video about that. Anyhow, this is going to blow Zimbardo's day. He'll be like, holy shit. Honey, you remember this kid? He sold us our car. She'd be like, oh yeah. Man, they got their son-in-law's a little prick, to be honest. I don't care, Mr. Zimbardo. He's a prick. He wanted to act like he was doing me a favor. Like, you gave him the car for free, and then I suggested, hey, maybe you guys get a detail on the car, just so it could be all cleaned up for him, like brand new, like the used cars do, right? Just to be nice. And the detail department called him early, and I wasn't ready for him yet, because the car wasn't ready from getting stuff done to it from another department. So he goes, well, I should be compensated. This little fucking prick's gonna marry these fucking rich people's daughter, and he's complaining. He gets the free fucking car, and he's complaining like a prick. You see what I'm saying? Asshats need to be slapped. And that's what the book 50 Shades of Facebook is all about. And I'm just using 50 Shades of Facebook like that to use the name, because that's damn marketable. I'm gonna put like 33 pictures of me in the back. Or maybe I should put 50, like all small, like. But I'm gonna put, I was arrested once, and I'm gonna use that one as the one in the center, so I look really psycho. It's a black and white photo, my eyes look almost clear. It's gonna be great. This book is badass. People's gonna be scared. They're like, ah! It's like Marcus fucking bent my mind. These are gonna be like in bathrooms across America. But I'm also gonna put it under a few different titles, actually. Another one is mental warfare in a modern day. I could just call it COVID Chronicle and print it right away. Boom! The world's going to buy it right away because it says COVID Chronicle, a book out there. Hey, get COVID Chronicle. COVID Chronicle. All I got to do is write 3 pages in the back about COVID, and that's it. I'm done with that. I just add it to my book. Hey, COVID Chronicle, COVID Chronicle. See how easy life is? Online is so stupid. I remember Lupe, I was dating her, she had the real estate broker girl. I'm like, she's sitting there at the dinner table with us and my family, and we're sitting there, we're like, she don't own a real estate office. We just didn't believe it. And then as soon as she left, drove off in her fancy car, that the little neighbor kids didn't even believe. They're like, that's not your car. It's so funny. Recalling a previous video where the little kids, like, because she let me drive, and they're like, that's not your car. And I think I gave that kid his bicycle, that little prick, too. Life's surrounded by pricks. Anyhow, whatever. I just forgot what I was all saying. But this whole thing really goes back to Mr. Zimbardo. So what happened was, so they told me, so I had to do these little tests. My aunt, so that day, right, my aunt goes, I'm taking you to the hospital. I go, okay. So I took a shower. I put on my suit. I swear to God, I thought I was meeting the devil. I had that much faith in my heart. Like, I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm righteous. Nothing's wrong. Like, I'm thinking, I'm seriously, guys, I swear to God, I'm thinking I'm going to see the devil, right? So I got my fucking suit on and a white shirt. I go in there, What happened? Oh, they doped me up with something. Because they start being, well, who knows with my aunt. I could probably go in there and go talk to them myself and check myself in more smoothly than it could be of somebody else actually. Like, I feel like going to the psych ward just to entertainment now. I could come and write a book out of it. They're going to give me some pills. I see, but then they want to take your blood and inject shit inside of you. I don't mind taking the pills. I'll take them pills for a fucking minute, and then I'll just throw them down the toilet. I smoked some weed out of a Bible paper in the bathroom there with this black chef, this tall black chef. It was his. He was already doing it. It was so funny. Or it was a cigarette, actually, weed. But he rolled it out of Bible paper. I couldn't believe that shit. And then this other black guy, he just got strangled. So he's in there too. They put everybody in there. There was alcoholics in there. But so everybody that got up, so I found out the 12 people, or I'm not saying 12, but it was seriously a bunch of people that got up early. I'm like, are you guys all diagnosed bipolar? They're like, yeah. It's like right now, the COVID thing. Oh, influenza's just vanished off the map. Explain that to me, Mr. Zimbardo, because on your thing it says you want to learn what squashes out evil. Now I've given you a purpose, sir. And I'm on Twitter now, and I sent him a message. I should have, hopefully I could go to my messages sent so I could show you the message, because you can't type that much either. But now that I got this video, I'm gonna get some attention. Plus I got his business card. It has his email. The guy lives off the fucking, you wanna know where this guy lives? It's so crazy where he lives. This guy lives off Lombard Street, the whatever, literally off Lombard Street. I've been in their foyer. It's got this huge picture. It's like I don't know, it's probably $4 million. Gotta open my eyes. It's just easier to think about everything when your eyes are closed. And stay with the story. So I'm not taking in any more information or looking to see, hey, oh my God, hey, what's up, sister? Then I'm like, why'd you get on? Now I'm distracted, you know? I'm like, whatever. But anyhow, so what happened was, so they let me out, right? So they let me out. I'm in there. I made friends in there. These people in there think I got the answers. I'm like, I ain't got no fucking answers. I'm in here with you. They set me up on a halfway house afterwards. I'm like, I don't need this halfway house. I'm not as bad as these people. I'm like, these people need really help. You know what I mean? But it's not. Mental illness is like, look, guys, I also got to say this. Americans use 70% of all pharmaceuticals made on the planet. Americans use 70%. Ashish Chandra that works for Genentech. Yes, buddy. Americans use 70% of all pharmaceuticals made on the planet. Well, we evidently are either the most unhealthy population on the planet, and we like to get high. I really don't know. I just smoke weed and drink some beer because I need grounding, to be honest with you. Fuck. And when I wrote my book, see, I got a lot of great friends that write great posts. They'll say great stuff. They'll speak their heart. I'm like, write a book. Give me 12 pages. They're like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. You know? But you just set the pen down. I mean it. Like there's something when you actually put the pen to paper. So anyhow, my book, I just wrote all this shit that was fucking in my heart. And I don't know what happened, but it was just like, in one day I wrote 66 pages. It was just like, I started really early in the morning and throughout the night. And it just kept going and going and going and going and going. And there was like no chapters in the book even. Like I even thought, like I was halfway in the middle of the book and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put the table of contents right here. Like it's like, I'm like, fuck, I even said that in a video. I'm like, I don't know where to start. I mean, things are so relevant and relative. Everything, because we're so compartmentalized that we don't see anything. We're all tied up with our careers. What's up, my babe? Don Mancini, she's my girl. Eric Kalisa, I sold him a car. What's up, Eric? And Sarah Crow. Hello, my friend. Friends and family. Thank you much. I love you all. Very much. Hey, this COVID shit going on right now. I'm starting to feel scared a little bit sometimes. You know, I don't know if you guys watch Teal Swan or Infinite Waters, but they did a very good video the other day. Very good video. Even if you don't like one of them, particularly for whatever particular reason, just listen to the data. Forget it's not them and just listen to the data. Don't kill the messenger. You know what I mean? Just listen to the data. That was a great video. I shared it on a live video. I mean, I could have went longer, but it's 2.5 hours. I don't even know if I've done any live videos recorded and saved and sent to my YouTube yet that are, whatchamacallit. I don't even care about it, really, guys, to be honest. Like, I want my next book to be under, like, Komet's and Fred's and my name. Or just go Mr. Anonymous. I read a beautiful book called Mr. Anonymous. Really beautiful book as a child. And the guy stayed anonymous. He did nice stuff for people and he stayed anonymous and he got to keep his private little life and stay in his little structure of life. And Whatever. I just don't want to be fucked with. That's all. So that's why I have to fuel everybody around me. If they all have it or a piece of it, they're all working pistons on their own. And the entity itself becomes infinite. True. And I'm taking $10 from every device. See, Komet is patenting the damn app. But I told him the device has to go open source because it doesn't have no tracking. I'm just using, and I'm going to make one version. I don't know what I got to do, guys. I might have to add the tracking thing in there. And so y'all got to be tracked, you know. So I guess maybe grandma's secret recipe is everybody's business, or NSA's. You know what I mean? I don't know. I know you're going to be able to change the screen yourself. My goal is to get it a 5x5 screen. See, I think you could educate little villages with this. You just give them a bunch of information and like play it on a little screen. I already have a vision of it drawn out, man, with a little speaker on there. I thought about it. You just get a fucking white sheet or up against a wall, and you can fucking educate a 12 o'clock hour every day. Everybody could go to this wall and just watch and listen. I thought about a way you could bring a digital screens, like in a U-Haul, a semi-truck, and you take that motherfucker over to Iran and Iraq and all this stuff, and you show global art. Just global art. But countries that are far away at first. So therefore, they're like, ooh, art and culture. And then as those same people continue to love the art and culture that's far off, you can start pumping the closer art and culture. Like, oh, and they're going to notice their similarities. And that's going to stop ignorism. Ignorism. That's a thing? That's my thing. I'm making that. Ignorism. Let's stop ignorism together. That's beautiful. Will somebody hashtag that? Ignorism. So funny. That's how I came up with skunt. Cross between a cunt and a skunk. A skank. It's really just making a joke about my Darien friend. But whatever. Fucking devil. Jesus. Anyhow. So what happened? All right, so everybody at the table was all bipolar. I noticed one or two people like reminded me a lot of myself. Like this one man like reminded me like his personality a bit and stuff. And not now, or at the time it reminded of me. The past, like before, like back then, we're talking 2000, not now, 2000. Anyhow, so my point is that I just realized what happened though. Okay, because I feel those same energies right now. There's a term called grandiose, and I don't know, maybe I am being grandiose, but then I did ask my aunt, I'm like, am I believing in myself too much? She goes, no. I go, I beg to be meek. I beg to be humble. I say I'm the corn in your shit, and I'm really happy about it. But then again, like I also point out, God is everywhere in all things, so he's also in that corn. Because you are a fractal of God, having a consciousness experience. They don't know where dreams come from. 10,000 people already reported about out-of-body experiences, so that's what I'm saying, Mr. Zimbardo. Let's really break it down, brother. Where's consciousness exist in the first place? Let's really get up in there. You know what I mean? Then we got the right hemisphere, that's the amusement park, and you got the left hemisphere, which is like file cabinets. So artists think on this side of the brain, and control freaks all think over here and try to force everybody to stay over here. Stay over here. No. You know what I thought about earlier today too? I bet the oligarchs or the deep state is the ones that threw the word gay out there as for gay people. To twist it. You know what I mean? For being happy. Because I'm taking back gay. So you guys call me gay as fuck. And I'm a gay ass swastika. That's another thing I'm a writer come up with or some shit. Gay swastika. That's kind of funny. Because a swastika means global peace. Global peace. It's all over everything. I printed images. So y'all haters are like, oh, he's a racist. I'm like, my grandma on my dad's side's like fucking full-blood German. My grandma on my mom's side's like full-blood Mexican besides a little bit of Maltese. You guys that are my friends right now listening, if you guys watch YouTube ever, please. If you could just look up Atlantean Gardens. Atlantean Gardens. His name's Robert Zafir. He's a very well-known author. His shows are amazing. Atlantean Gardens. Robert Zafir. He's an anthropologist. So I've learned way more from him than anything else in life. I swear to God. He is so good. So good. So good. So what I was touching on earlier, and I'll get back to the bipolar thing, I went to acupuncture. I got over that, and like it took me a while though, because I just went to an acupuncture, you know what I mean? I stopped taking the pills when they got me out. I didn't want no pills or nothing like that. I had this fine ass girl that visited me in there. I couldn't even believe she visited me. That's so crazy. Ooh. But then this guy Guillermo that had a half to fear, he was like fucking so thirsty for her. He couldn't even. I had to force him out the room. Like, dude, get out of the fucking room. There's like this little private area where you could talk or hang out. But Guillermo's like, oh my God. Guillermo pissed me off. I had glasses, you know, my beautiful glasses, and Guillermo was like, I'm not you. And believe me, like I wasn't joking before, like when I said I wish I had braces and freckles and all that stuff. Because when I was a real little kid, they're like, oh, you're so cute. And I'm like, I know. I was a really conceited little fuck. And my mom told me like, oh, it's disgusting. And all of a sudden like that. One day I stopped. So I just looked in the mirror. It works for you conceited people, I have to tell you. But that was way back then, okay? This face could be scarred up. Like, I know motherfuckers that fucked around on somebody and fucking got their face sliced. And I knew that's what happened, but I didn't even want to hear the story from the friends. Yeah, I was like, no. I don't even want to hear the story about what happened. I just know the dude got a slice on his face, a scar. Although that shit's kind of hot, right? Like, ooh, battlefield. I don't give a fuck. That's why I got this. I'm happy about this little thing. Little split right here that I got from a drunken thing. And the cop was right there. And I'm still the one that went to jail. And they let me go. And Malloy's over there. I bet you there's a whole lot of Freemasons that go over there. In Lupe's funeral, where her mom's buried, over where I sent those pictures of the little really cool area, there's a bunch of Masons there. And that's where I shot the video in the mausoleum over there when it was her mom's funeral. And I told her yesterday or 2 days ago, I go, Lupe, I'm sorry that when your mother died that I was happy. I was totally happy. Because her legs are decrepit, man, this poor woman. And she'd been working her ass off to be with her husband for these kids. She brought the kids over from Mexico, man. 6 kids lived in one apartment. And they're all millionaires right now. And check this out. They're not even, none of them's claiming this government money that for free right now. None of them want to claim it. They're like, let that be for people that really need it. But look at us, Americans. We can't wait to get it. I can't wait. I mean, I can't go to work. You know what I mean? I'm going to work tomorrow, though. Hey, I'm going to be at Hillsdale Mall tomorrow if anybody wants to hang out or something. We could stand 6 feet away, or we could hug, or we could do the... forget that elbow thing. I'm trying to, get the heartbeat going. Come on, everybody. Tap your heart. Ladies, rub your breast. Think it's my hand. I don't care what does it for you. It's funny. What am I going to do? Not flirt? What the fuck? I'm a single guy. It's funny. It raises your morale, stimulates your little hemispheres. And then you write something creative. We could sexually transmute this energy, guys. That's what happens. And that's what they don't want you to know. That's why they suppress everything. That's why they got fluoride in the water. Look, we should all have a water filter anyways because there's a bunch of chlorine that we're taking in from our skin. Like, think about that. You ever shake an Indian person's hand and it's damn so soft, you're like, oh my God. So, but I've felt since the hospital and all that stuff, I went to acupuncture and the lady, Faith Ho, guys. Hey, Faith Ho, they made my aunt a tea, and it's her gallstones went away. Literally, a tea. Sorry, I'm not looking to see my chapped lips, but so they literally made her a tea, and it made her gallstone go away. They're right there in Millbrae. So Faith Ho is an amazing woman. This old Korean woman. She used to go to every year back to more training, and I don't know. She's a saint in my. So anyhow. But I didn't know nothing about breath work. If I would have known about breath work then, if she even would have told me, hey, breath work, do this breathing exercise, meditate. If she would have said that, dude, I would have fucking calmed down right away. No, they don't tell you that shit. They just want you on pills. Not them, acupuncture. She just stuck the needles in me and had me lay there. But you could do breath work anytime. I could calm down all this shit right now. Release any anxiety that I have, any buildup on anything. That's how you do it. That's how you get over your shit, and you write in a journal. It's simple as that. The mental illness out there, like they have so much, it's not real. You guys are just out of alignment. And Abigail's the one that taught me that. Because I was shooting a video a long time ago in a black shirt, and I'm going on about the pharmaceutical companies and all this stuff, and this fucking girl on there, she goes, "You're mentally ill, I could see it. I know, because I have mentally ill people in my family." I go, "No, girl, that's what I'm fucking talking about, is mentally ill. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit excited right now. It's my diaphragm's going now, my energy levels is up. It's called endorphins in my fucking brain. Or adrenaline, because you believe in your heart about something. Because people on pills walk around all deluded. And you have no energy to do anything. And that's why you all got so cool at your swag shit, and you don't even give girls, actually, you don't even fucking tell. See, it's so funny. And girls, you're really fucking dumbasses. If you really want to play cat and mouse, that's probably why you guys breaking up or not broken up or whatever the fuck, or not saying to try to say anything or piss anybody off. But really, the cat and mouse game got to end. If you really want to play cat and mouse and learn all that, you and your partner together should listen to my audiobook called 48 Laws of Power. Okay? 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. I listened to it the other day with you guys on a Facebook Live, and it scared the shit out of me. I'm like, because that book, man, it taught me when I was being manipulated. So I know, I could see it, I could feel it now. You know what I'm saying? But if you continue to listen to that book, you become the manipulator. I mean, I already think life is too easy. I've been a chameleon my whole life, because selling cars, you got to match and mirror the person's personality and mood. Imagine all the fucking crazy fucks I had to talk to and deal with. 7,500 people to sell, like, I forget how many people, but 750 cars, okay, I sold, at least. So you have to sit there and talk to 5 people to sell 750 cars. So, yeah, no, that's 3,000, like 3,500 people. I forget. I did math, but maybe math's fucked up. I'm not even good at math. I don't even care. But math, I need to get good at math, like geometry and shit like that, and measurements. I need to get me a nice drawing board and this digital thing soon. My $1,200 check's supposed to be here like any day. And I got today with showing up my tripod and my chair. So now I could just go off somewhere and have a nice scene with a little tripod for the phone and shoot a beautiful podcast. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Life's easy, man, as long as you're playing and having fun. Don't give a fuck about nobody. Tell them to go F off. Shit, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe that's the chip on my shoulder. Maybe it's a chip on my shoulder. Maybe I'm just mad at the system. I don't know. Dawn Cloak, I asked her, I talked to her, I'm like, what should I do? She goes, go harder. But people do need to wake up. This is what information they need to hear. I know they don't want to hear it. She said, you're saying stuff that nobody wants to hear or listen to. Or whatever, look up or listen to. And I took at that like, damn, so nobody wants me, right? But no, the truth is, no, you can't run from it. There's a remedy. We don't need it. We just eat it. Because we're the freaks of the industry. Hear me backstage. It's paired to G. G? I can look that up on my other phone. See? I think there's like a 45-second rule, like I'm allowed to play a song. See, I haven't looked that stuff up yet. It's very easy to look at these videos. Hey, how do I do this? You know, how do I make my LinkedIn look better? Which I gotta do. But I've been blasting, socializing on LinkedIn too. Not blasting, but I've been truth telling on LinkedIn, and that ain't the place you're supposed to be truth telling. And I even say in there, do you guys like being average? You know what I mean? I'm bold on there. I don't give a fuck about them people. Nicole Romero and Robert Swanson. What's up, Robert? You're funny as hell, Robert. Nicole, you're awesome. Hey, Sarah. And Eric, Lisa, I sold him car. And me and Dawn's Cloak is Chance, Miles, and Phil. Damn, I got the whole. And Mario Venezuela and Gary Lee. Gary Lee know me since I was 15 years old. Mario Venezuela. Hey, Mario. Remember that time I ran down and gave you your owner's manual? Remember that time that you bought your black CRV from San Francisco Honda from this jackass? I thank you so much. Luckily, we were smart enough to change the plates, so you got to go back and represent Mike Harvey. Ow! Bassillio won another one. But, so when I ran down to go, because, okay, I'm telling you guys something. The street is kind of pitched like this. Okay, it's San Francisco, where it was at on Van Essen Market. I'm sitting, look guys, I look like a fucking homeless right now, to be honest with you. I live right up the street. 7-Eleven's across the street. I came here to drink a beer, pick up my bicycle from my friend, okay? This is an abandoned place now because ain't nobody fucking coming here, so if it's windy, it ain't so easy to find places around here in nature. Well, because I just got my bicycle back, and I haven't bought a car, you know what? And I probably do need to buy a car right away, but a cheap bucket. Well, all my money's going to make my biokeeper. The apps, Mario, you guys are all good. I'm so happy you all listen to this. This is really about psychology and everything. So much knowledge. I'm just telling you stuff. I'm just saying, I just explained a lot of things that people go through. I'm not teaching anything. I'm just divulging honest information. Okay? That's all. Please, take it with a grain of salt. Fact check everything. I do throw a hammer at things, but I don't always hit the hammer on the head, but I get very close. So anyhow, Mario was talking about the San Francisco Honda that's running down, because I had to run back down. Him and his wife already drove off, and I had the owner's manual. So I'm just telling you about something about the human body, which I realized then, and I could tell you a couple other circumstances. Okay, my Uncle David, who is handicapped, got hit by a car, big metal plate in his head. That motherfucker takes 6 cops to hold him down when the adrenaline's in his body going. 6 fucking cops. Now that's my bloodline. Okay, but it takes 6 fucking. So there's something in the brain, you know. Women could lift a car to save her child, you know, type of thing. It happens. It's in there. It can be channeled, focused energy somehow, some way. So I'm not saying anything like that. Okay, a drug will knock you out no matter what. Unless I don't know how. I don't know. I got some friends that could do some. My sales manager, Mitch Mushrow, his wife could bend a spoon on her hand. No shit. Bend a spoon on her freaking hand. No shit. And she's a daycare. She runs a daycare. Her daycare. So there are amazing people out there. That's what I'm telling you guys. Don't be afraid to activate your little Kundalini. Do this meditation thing, Mario, with your wife. Your beautiful wife, bro. I don't want to even think about all that stuff, because it ain't my place to sit there and get the visualization, because I love visuals, buddy. But I'm just telling you, Alan Watts Tantra. Just look that up. All he says is, meditate inside her. You guys both sit up like the Indians. You see them sitting there. They're fucking raising their consciousness. They're getting smarter. Activating the dormant DNA in their body. Yes, 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 yes. Activating the dormant DNA in the body. Look it up. I prove everything. I can show you the facts. I can show you the facts. It's not my facts. I've just watched Joe Dispenza, Bruce Lipton, fucking listen to Eckhart Tolle. Who else did I mention? Tony Robbins, the best damn salesperson you ever got to fucking listen to. Listen to Tony Robbins, fuck everybody else. Tony Robbins, fuck Grant Cardone. He's a thirsty bitch. He is a pioneer, though. He is a pioneer. He used to make car sales videos, and I watched him. He's the one that taught me that conflict brings resolution. That's why I like ruffling feathers. And I've always been a feather ruffler, just a little bit. As a child, I think I'm still a child in that sense. I just go right to the level to see how much I could go before I fucking piss you off. Like, okay. So we even have a secret word to use around the house. Mason, because I think I want to become a Freemason. But I'm looking for different knowledge. I'm not looking for, I already got that knowledge, a lot of their knowledge. So Mario, when I was running down, my legs, I don't know what happened, bro. But I was running downhill so fast, my legs dehinged a little bit, and I swear to God, they felt like they were going around like that afterwards. And that was all automatic, because I was just like, fuck, there's the car, da 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 da. Like, Mario! It's so funny. But to me, I would always remember that. I'm like, wow, that was crazy. But I just probably to some level, that's what you probably happens when you sit in them yoga positions and shit. I don't know. So, I also want to tell you something about Ed Stratcher, the mental rehearsal. Back when I was 17 at Good Guys Electronics, my first sales job, I got the reading genius thing, and it talked about how you could read faster by taking in blocks of information, whole paragraphs at a time of information. It really just comes down to training your eyes to looking in the corners and stuff like this. Anyhow, so it came with that thing, the Ed Stratcher. So please, guys, look up Ed Stratcher. I didn't know he was a spiritual teacher this whole time. I didn't know that. I just found out because I saw him was in an interview with somebody. I'm like, is that the same Ed Stratcher? And then he said, oh yeah, the inventor of the reading genius. I'm like, oh my God. So this dude might have actually activated my Kundalini. He activated the visualization. I don't know what moment actually happened or caused it. And then when I came back from Louisiana, living with the crazy girl, so I came back with PTSD of all these crazy fucking moments, literally, truly alcohol will possess your body if you get that intoxicated. It's really off Skol vodka. They sell bottles there for $3, dude, at the gas station. And then it don't matter. You can walk over there in your panties. They'll give it to you. And I'm the fucked up one. Anyhow, I hope none of you guys are Kaepernick fans. I'm sorry, but the rest of my life, I'm going to use Kaepernick as Judas. And just so y'all know, what if Jesus begged Judas to sell him for 40 shekels because it needed to be done? Because it needed to be done. Because it needed to be done. You know, you need a devil, a new Lucifer. And I realized it. Well, the devil, the ego is Lucifer, right? It's actually your ego. Let me get this thing. I don't need those waves coming that close to my face. But the Lucifer or the devil is actually the human ego. See, we are actually part of each other, and they don't teach that. Like literally, we are part of each other, just in a different time and space, right? One of you friends right now, I could go drive in a car and go to where you are. I can't be, well, actually, I guess if we did some type of meditation together, maybe we would become a one entwined light body of some sort. I guess energetically, yes. Because atoms are all moving at so fast we can't see, but atoms are made up of 99.9% empty space. Okay, so go figure that. You want me to break it down even more? So you imagine how many atoms there is to make up one little, even a box of cigarettes? It's the that one little point are all touching. And that's just consciousness that makes things align like that. It's really crazy, guys. It's way out there. It's talking like multi-levels of thinking and theories, but it's all entwined and it really is one. God split himself. I mean, what's God going to do? Make a bunch of copies of himself? What is it? What's the point of that? Right? So God split himself into Sophia, the information realm. So now information exists. So here's just this is how the Hebrews do it in the 12 things, the whatever. So the first two is like, yeah, there's just this force. But the force isn't doing anything. It's just a force. Then the information here, so now there's like opportunity or something. I don't know how they break it down. I could send you a video or whatever. If somebody would pay attention to something. You guys please critic me on this video. Say what interests you. Please, anything that you liked in here. I need to sharpen up really fast. This video is going to go to Mr. Zimbardo, who's a famous psychiatrist, and I want to do research on, I believe that they've been holding back human evolution in general. Like I even question getting like a little shock therapy a little bit. Like maybe that shit stimulates more. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm taking that genius consciousness shit that costs $37. Take one little scoop, 15 scoops in there, it says. What do you want? What do you want? I'd like to get a heart booster, actually. That's what I want to get. And that's what I'd be focused on. And them tuning forks. I got these 432 hertz tuning forks. So anyhow, I went to acupuncture and stuff, and I was manic. That's what happened. But guys, I could tell you this. I could recite Shakespeare before. I mean, I was so out of tune that I could, like, I don't know whatever, but I could recite Shakespeare. Like, really, I was sitting there in the house. I'm like, Titi, I still can't explain that. I don't know what the hell happened. What do you want me to fucking say? I can't recite Shakespeare right now. I guess if I read, like, maybe half a page, I could probably go on afterwards about it. And that's probably what happened. I don't know. But last time I was drawing on the walls and all this stuff in my room. Europa, I drew Europa. And there happens to be a moon. Europa around one of them planets out there. I was like, wow, I didn't know that. I wish I had that wall still. See what else I wrote. You know what I mean? Who knows? I don't know, man. What the fuck? Who am I? I'm nobody. Your friend, the comedian. The guy that's supposed to sell you a car. Entertain you. Make you feel like a superstar and you're so special. And really, I'm just doing the honest thing and trying to facilitate an easy, smooth transaction. Efficiently as possible. Let's see. Who's on here? Who's on here? Somebody was on here from San Francisco Honda. I think. Well, in 2008, Marcus Basilio by himself beat the other sales team altogether. Like the B team. Like I sold more cars than all the B team altogether 1 month. Like literally the whole entire sales team. Like add up their numbers. Because what happens is people pay attention to somebody. They're like, oh, he's doing great, he's doing great. Oh, shit, I need to sell a car. Oh, I need to sell a car. Instead of just focusing on helping a customer, making a friend. You guys get in your own head. That's what I'm talking about. You tie your shoes and you trip each other and you're like, punch yourself in the face all day. What's your problems are walking around? Anyhow, I'm going to get off now because, well, the thing was to talk about Mrs. Zimbardo. Tell about, well, I got the books. If you guys want to, COVID Chronicles, you want to write in that right now, like write 12 pages, 6 pages, write 2 pages. Give me 3 pages, guys. 3 pages. Please give me 3 pages of anything. I told you enough stuff right here to stimulate something to give you 3 pages. Give me 3, 6, or 9 pages, please. And a 3 acronym breakdown like that. 3, 6, or 9. However many you want, or just keep it as long as it's Divisible by 3 is what Nikola Tesla loved. So, I don't care what you do. And you could go ahead and put your in, like, oh, here's my company and all this stuff if you want to find me. Like, this could be your debut for your book and your writing and your authors and all that stuff. Guys, anybody of you too, if you'd like me to add your name on top of my book and say that some of that information was from you, I'd love to. I'd love to dilute myself like out of this fucking shit. I don't want to. Like Mrs. Zimbardo might, like, I don't know. He might kill himself after he reads this book. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I want to write a book for psychology. Something there. There's science there. I've been touching on this science a long time ago. Like the body, the spirit, the energy. But I'm just talking about focus, the visualization, what man can do. These military people use these techniques all the time. But the average citizen is just dumbed down and getting predictive programming from Gomer Pyle motherfuckers and The Simpsons. You know what I mean? All right, that's it. Thank you, everybody. And I'll watch this and make sure I made sense. Have a great time.